$19.1 billion liquidated from the crypto market. 1.6 million traders lost everything in their accounts. But somehow, someone still makes $190 million off of this crypto crash, the biggest crypto crash in all of crypto history. Hey y'all, and welcome back to Getting Digital with Deja. And today we're going to be talking about the biggest crypto crash in all of crypto history, literally one of the biggest financial crises in all of financial history. So this humongous crypto crash actually happened on Friday of last week, but I'm going to give you a rundown of the events leading up to Friday, starting from Monday. So here we go. So on Monday of last week, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of $126.5 thousand. Tuesday through Thursday, $5 billion were placed into Bitcoin ETFs. On Friday morning, the Fear and Greed Index was changed to Extreme Greed. On Friday at 10 a.m., Trump tweeted that China is being very hostile. That same day at 3 p.m., Trump announced a 100% tariff being added to the already existing 30% tariff on Chinese goods. So basically, 100% tariff placed on China. So this equates to a total of 130% tariff on Chinese goods. On China! Where we get all of our stuff from. So let's talk about the aftermath, you guys. Bitcoin dropped from $121,000 to $109,000 within 1 hour of this announcement. $7 billion in long positions were wiped out of the market as well in this 1 hour time frame. $250 million were being liquidated out of the crypto market every 10 minutes. 10 minutos! 155,000 traders had their accounts blown within the first hour. This all happened in the first hour of this announcement, everything that I've listed. Now let's talk about what happened within the 24 hours after this announcement. $19.1 billion were liquidated out of crypto within 24 hours. 1.6 million traders had their accounts just taken over and blown after 24 hours. Solana dropped 20%, XRP 40%, Dogecoin 50%, Ethereum 16%. These are big numbers, you guys. Back in March of 2020, crypto also experienced a really big liquidation of $1.2 billion out of the crypto market because of COVID. This past crypto crash that we just had last week is almost 20 times greater than the COVID crypto crash. Almost 20 times greater, with a total of $19.1 billion. And I will mention that in November of 2022, FTX, which was a famous cryptocurrency exchange, also went bankrupt because of fraud and fraudulent reasonings. And that total was $1.6 billion liquidated out of crypto. Still nowhere near what we experienced last week. And it wasn't just crypto traders who lost money. It was also hedge fund companies and hedge fund managers that lost money. When you're dealing with crypto and you put your money into crypto futures, basically you're saying you think you know where the price of this crypto coin is going to go, and it goes in the total complete opposite direction, and you have investor funds placed into that. There's no way you can get those funds back. Crypto is not it doesn't give refunds. It's brutal. It's risky. It's the riskiest market that I can say. I love crypto, but it is the riskiest non-beginner friendly market that you can enter. And even if you're not a beginner, these traders were not beginners. These traders were traders. They were just in a long position when they should have been in a short position. Stop losses were triggering more stop losses, which meant that margin calls were triggering more margin calls. People were having their whole accounts just blown. And when you have a margin call and you fall beneath what your margin is, they will begin to liquidate the things that you have in your account. Liquidating. So it's they're trying to bring you back up to margin, but it's hard to bring you back up to margin if all of crypto is doing shitty. I hope you got some stocks in your portfolio. But no, that's not even true, you guys, because the stock market on Friday after that announcement also plunged. Especially AI and technology stocks. It plummeted. I didn't even want to open my crypto account or my stock account on Friday. I just heard the news and I just I wasn't in any positions. So I guess that's a win. Now, all these people were experiencing these major losses, but one unknown trader experienced one of the biggest crypto gains of $190 million off of this crash. Let me tell you how they did it. So, some anonymous trader opened up a trading account that day on Friday and placed a short trade for Bitcoin, a massive short trade for Bitcoin, 30 minutes before Trump announced the tariffs on China. So they made $88 million at first and then expanded their position and made almost another $100 million on top of that. They took away $190 million from shorting Bitcoin in the market. I mean, Bitcoin dropped 12%. This is obviously insider trading, you guys, but I believe it gets way deeper than this. But that is not something I'm going to talk about on my YouTube channel because I want to get views, okay? And I don't want to get banned. But it gets way deeper than that. And it's just like, what can you do? Now, Trump putting this 100% tax already on top of the 30% tax that we have on China right now is basically like fighting words. You just started a trading war because, I mean, like that's absurd. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, some people are like, Trump had good reasoning for doing this. I mean, plummeting the economy. I know the reasons behind it and it ain't good. But we're going to skip past that part. But a lot of people are saying that the reason that Trump did it, which is very accurate, is because China put like a really strict restrictions on their rare earth minerals being exported to the US. And rare earth minerals are just like metallic elements, and essentially they're used in just like our EVs and defense for military and electronics and technology and like any like medical supplies or equipment that we may need and things like that. Those are like what rare earths are used for. And China put a really, really strict restriction on it, you know, trying to have the upper hand in trade between the US and China. And Trump just kind of like was like, take this 100% tariff. Actually, take this 130% tariff. Now, you guys, China controls 90% of rare earth minerals. It doesn't mean that 90% of rare earth minerals are found in China. It means that China controls, owns, colonizes 90% of rare earth minerals that are found all over the world. So the US is literally in a very, very like vulnerable position. We got BRICS, which China is a part of, making their own currency and banding together with these big old countries to like basically shoo America out of like trading and being like the number one like warrior in trading. Okay, we got that going on. Then on top of that, we have this restriction placed on these rare materials that we literally need for our existence. That we literally need if like war was to break out with any country in the US or even civil war within the US. China is very, very high in cybersecurity, so I don't believe that they're going to retaliate with more tariffs. They're smart. They're going to retaliate with a cyber attack. Mark my words. If you've never watched this movie, it's called Leave the World Behind, and like literally Leave the World Behind, it's like we're living in it right now. Like China like does the cyber attack and just like attacks our whole grid system, and we have no power, no communication, like Teslas are just like running into each other. It's really insane. It's written by the Obamas. And it's really, really freaking good. I really think that you guys should watch it because I mean, China did that in the movie. Movies literally are very realistic. So some people might ask, why does crypto crash when the economy is doing like shitty? And the reason for that is crypto was, or some people think that it can be used as a safe haven, you know, if the economy is doing bad. But most investors still see it as a digital asset, which can be hacked, which is very new, and which is very risky and very speculative. Like the price of crypto can go wherever. You just kind of never know, right? I mean, one headline cost the market $19.1 billion. Like investors don't want to be putting their lifetime savings in there. So when Trump announced that, a lot of investors went ahead and liquidated their funds and put it into gold, which is like a actual safe haven that's not going to depreciate in value if the economy is doing bad. You know what I mean? It actually increases in value because it's putting your money somewhere where it's actually still being worth something, universally, because gold is worshipped and valued in all countries, right? And that's why gold currently today is priced over $4,100. Okay, $4,100. Didn't I tell y'all to invest in gold like 2 weeks ago? Didn't I tell you gold was going to be the next Bitcoin? Oh my god. Y'all, all I do is freaking research about finances, research about all the markets, forex, crypto, commodities, stocks, all these markets. So I know what I'm talking about, you guys. I told y'all that gold was going to be the next Bitcoin. Literally. And I told y'all to place a long position on Bitcoin. Y'all know I ain't say that. I told y'all to place a long position on gold and let it ride out. Let it ride out. I told you this. Did you listen? If you did listen, how much money did you make? If you didn't listen, don't you wish that you listened to Deja? But again, this channel is not no financial advice. This is just what I do, and I want to tell you guys about it. These are just things that I find out when I'm doing researching and studying the market. This is not financial advice. You are not gonna come sue me, baby, because I'm making it clear this is not financial advice. And another thing, didn't I tell y'all to stay out of crypto and the stock market because market manipulation was at its finest right now? Didn't I tell y'all to go into the futures and forex? Futures as in gold. Right? Didn't I say that? I know I said it. Forex as in gold. So if you don't think that what just happened is market manipulation, you shouldn't be trading. You should not be investing. You should stop. Go to school. But you guys, I really want to hear your opinions on why you think this happened, why you think they're manipulating the crypto market and the stock market. But just like, what are your thoughts, your overall thoughts on the whole situation? Did you lose any money? Are you happy that you wasn't in a position? Like, talk with your girl. But before I close this out, I want to let you know that pretty girls can do crypto too. All right, I will see you guys next time. Toodles.